attention initially, primarily because of the size. I love the small feel of the firm, but at the same time, there's so much diversity here, and from a talent pool, we do so many things. It seems like it's a much larger firm, even though we are a smaller amount of people, or fewer amount of people. That and the fact that it was routinely, touted as one of the best places to work in St. Louis, that doesn't hurt. Workplace environment matters a lot to me. I came from other industries where, you worked a ridiculous amount of hours. And you were more of a cog in a wheel. You were just a number. So coming to a firm where they respect what you have to offer, and they give you, they give you that environment to where you can flourish and you can really contribute, and you feel appreciated. I think anytime you can do that, it's a pretty great environment. So I can see why they consistently won all of those awards. I can empathize with my clients, coming from a role as a former business owner. I understand maybe some of the challenges that they deal with, probably more so than I would if I wasn't a former business owner. And there's a lot of stresses that come with being a business owner, and sometimes just talking with a client about what they're going through and helps them. It's good to get some things off your chest sometimes you just need someone to talk to. And I can share my own insights of the things that I went through, and I think it helps foster that good relationship with the client. I think I'm relatable. I've been through a lot of the things that they're going through. I know kind of what they're going through right now, and how they're feeling, the stress levels that sometimes come with owning a business. So I think the relatability, they can see that I've been in their situation before. It's dealing with stress, first and foremost, understanding yourself and knowing when to ask for help. Sometimes when you're a small business owner, you wear a lot of hats, and oftentimes you try to do too many things on your own instead of asking for help. That was one of my big areas that I can look back on and say that maybe I should ask for some more help. So that's what I like to offer when I'm with clients, is to assist in any way that we possibly can. Another is really just staying on top of your finances. So many business owners, again, back to they're trying to do all these different things, and believe it or not, the day-to-day accounting is kind of far down on their list. They're working on their business, or they're working in their business, really, instead of working on their business. So the day-to-day accounting gets lost. You start to lose track, perhaps, of where you are financially, what you can afford, and you lose the ability to plan. So staying on top of your finances, which includes your day-to-day accounting activities, I think that's an area that a lot of business owners can improve upon, and that's something that we definitely help with. Professionally, this firm has offered me the opportunity to branch out. So everything from controllership services, so in more of a CFO role, a temporary CFO role for companies that need assistance in those areas, to attestation work, so dealing with audits and reviews and compilations, to tax work. This firm has allowed me to kind of branch out and experience more than just one specific thing, which keeps things very interesting. One thing that I hear over and over again from our clients is they're always so impressed with how attentive we are and how quickly we are to respond to their needs. When a client asks for our help, they're not put on a shelf, and we'll get to that eventually. we address the client's needs very quickly, and I think that's much appreciated. And from personal compliments, I love it when I hear clients say that they like my socks. I think what makes this firm so competitive is that we draw such highly talented people. And primarily we do that because of the partners' ability to foster such a great work environment. Obviously there's a lot of choices for accountants. There's a lot of different firms. They can go to bigger firms. And I think what you see is more and more that work-life balance is becoming more and more important. And when the word gets out that this is such a great place to work, the partners here are allowed to be very selective on who they add to the team. And that obviously that means that they are allowed to cherry pick the very best. And I think that's what's happening here. The experience that I have as an entrepreneur that maybe they're not going to get from someone that's just offering business services or accounting advice. They're going to get my personal attention. They're not just a folder on a desk. I have all of my clients. We have very good relationships. They're just going to get a level of service with me that perhaps they would not get otherwise. I'm born and bred in St. Louis. I've lived other places and I've had opportunities to move other places. There's nothing like St. Louis is it's a small town. It's a big city, but it's a small town. You know everybody in St. Louis, and the connections run deep here. I think it's just a great place.